Welcome to History, Mystery, and Crime. Today we are opening the case file on ancient African crimes and conspiracies. What you are about to hear has not been covered properly in mainstream history education. The full story, the documented evidence, the competing theories, and the questions that remain unanswered have been largely absent from the popular account. This channel exists to change that. We dig into the record, we read the documents, we follow the evidence, and we report what we find without filtering for comfort or convenience. Let us establish the background. Every historical crime or mystery exists within a specific political, social, and economic context. That context explains who had the means, the motive, and the opportunity to do what was done. It also explains why certain powerful interests found it convenient for the truth to remain buried. Understanding this context is not conspiracy thinking. It is basic historical methodology. You cannot evaluate evidence without understanding the world in which events took place. Now let us establish what the documented record actually shows. These are the facts that are not seriously disputed by historians. The physical evidence, the contemporaneous written records, the eyewitness accounts, the forensic conclusions where they are available. We always start with the established record because any serious examination of a historical mystery must be grounded in what is actually known before we begin examining what remains contested. The established facts in this case are themselves remarkable. Even before we get into the disputed territory, the documented record contains details that most people have never encountered. After the established record, we examine the contested ground. This is where different investigators, historians, and researchers reach different conclusions from the same evidence, where the official account was challenged and why, where the physical record either supports or contradicts the narrative that was officially promoted. We lay out every significant theory with its supporting evidence and its weaknesses. We do not cherry-pick evidence to support a preferred conclusion. We show you everything and let you assess the strength of each position. Then we look at who benefited. In any historical crime or cover-up, following the beneficiary trail is one of the most reliable investigative tools available. Who gained from this event occurring? Who gained from the official explanation being accepted? Who would have been harmed if the full truth became widely known? These questions do not prove anything on their own, but they structure the investigation in ways that reveal connections and patterns that are otherwise invisible. We then examine the long-term consequences. What happened as a direct result of this event? How did it change the political landscape, the lives of the people involved, and the direction of the history that followed? Sometimes the consequences of a historical mystery are more important than the mystery itself, because they reveal exactly what was at stake. We close with our assessment of the most credible explanation based on the totality of the evidence we have examined. This is not a definitive verdict. Historical investigation rarely allows for certainty, but it is an honest, reasoned conclusion that respects the evidence and acknowledges where uncertainty remains. Stay until the very end. The final section contains the detail that ties everything together. What we have covered today is just the surface of a story that goes very deep. The history of Africa is one of the most vast and complex histories in the world, and every time you engage with it seriously, you come away with a richer understanding of who we are as a human species and how we got to here. If this video added to your understanding, share it with someone in your life who needs to hear it. The more people who know the real history, the stronger our collective foundation becomes. Make sure you subscribe to this channel so you never miss a new video. We publish new content every